Hey everyone, welcome back. Today we are in Swamp in the E25, and as you can see here, our mission is to cause 3 times as much damage to enemy vehicles than the hit points of our vehicle. Well, 3 times the hit points of this vehicle, the E25, is 2,490, so we have to do just under 2,500 damage in this battle. But this battle, it started out as that being my big concern. I wanted to do as much damage as I possibly could, thinking I'm probably not going to get this mission done. I thought I'm going to have to do this in the 183 or the T95, and have to do some crazy amount, like 6,000 damage in those battles. But what I'm going to have to try to do here instead is, well, get about 2,500 damage done. So we're taking up a good spot here. Hopefully we'll find some juicy targets down there coming across to find and shoot at. Get our camo net and binoculars set up, which I think is a great setup for this tank, in my opinion. It's worked out really well for me so far. There's a few targets which we so far have messed up all the shots. Put one into the side of the 1S. One into the M4 because I thought I'd have a better chance at hitting him, at penetrating him, than I would with the 1S. Put another into the wall, so that's unfortunate. Only 2 penetrating shots so far. That one bounces. And any more takers? No, I'm going to pull back here. I don't have 6th Sense on this tank yet. I'm still working on that. The first crew skill I trained on this thing was actually camo for all the crew members because I want this thing to be super stealthy. So I've got the camo net, the crew skill, and, well, it's low profile. It definitely helps me out there too. This thing is tough to see if it's sitting still or in a bush, and if I'm using these bushes to my advantage, well, these guys, even when I'm firing, are going to have a really hard time seeing me, especially the heavies, which don't have that great of a range themselves. But this is in 9.5, so not 9.6. 9.6, a lot of the TDs got a V-range nerf. I don't think the E25 did, seeing as it is a premium tank after all, and they like to give premium tanks a little bit of special treatment now. They don't like to nerf them anymore. A lot of people complained about nerfs before. Oh, and I think the KV3 over there spotted me from the side, allowing, I'm not sure what that was that hit me in the front, possibly the 1S or the M4 that was over there, one of the Shermans, to get a shot into me, and I've decided, okay, this spot is getting too hot. I can't use my camo to my advantage anymore, so I'm going to speed back here, use the speed of the E25 to get up on top of this hill, and I should be able to hit everybody from up here as well, and maybe use these bushes to take some shots without them being able to shoot back at me. That's the plan anyway. So let's see what we can find. I'm going to sit right between the bushes. Why sit behind the bush? Yeah. Bounce one off the 1S. 1S peeks out. He gets a little bit nervous. Stops to take a shot, I think. And then pulls back into cover. Oh, the 1S is dead. The Sturgodomil, which I'm pronouncing horribly, I know, manages to take him out while he's in stealth. I missed the Churchill there. The Churchill for this tank is a bit of a tough target. Even that weaker turret is tough to hit. Put a couple shots into this guy, try to track him, managed to track him. Will he repair? He did repair, but it wasn't in time to save his life, which is unfortunate for him, but that's just fine with me. Alright, took out the Churchill, a little bit of help from our allies. We did lose a T-67 there, which kind of sucks. And now it's a question of what target is going to pop up next. So far we've only managed to do still less than 1,000 damage, so we're only about a third of the way there to the actual damage we need in order to get this mission done. And at this point in the game, it's starting to become less about completing a mission and more about just trying to survive the battle and hopefully win the battle. And I didn't think going into this that I was ever going to get the mission completed. Spoiler, I got it completed. And this is a fun tank. This is a really fun tank, and if you don't have it, I would like to say you should get it, but since you can't anymore, sorry for rubbing it in your face afterwards. Oh, who's this? This is the M4. He's a pretty tough target to hit right there. There's a lot of cover for him. You'd think that he wouldn't be in very good cover, but for some reason I just can't hit him, and I think something's shooting at me now. At some point here, artillery is going to clue into the, hey, there's a couple juicy tank destroyers sitting up on the ridge that keep getting spotted, and he'll just start to take shots there. But we have just lost the last of our allies in the north there, and as you can see, it looks like there's 2, 3, 4, 5, possibly 5 enemies coming down on that northwest path right now. So I am going to have to deal with that very shortly. Hopefully I can take care of this M4 first. That was my plan, and we'll see if he peeks out. He doesn't seem like he's dumb enough to peek out again. He is dealing with the other M4, who appears to have gone around the corner for him, and this isn't looking too good. Our ally is winning right now. Hopefully he can stay that way. Is he going to peek out that way? I was hoping the M4 would make a mistake. Oh, M4's dead anyway. There we go. 87 got him from the hill. And now it is 4 versus 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 4 versus, plus artillery, so 5 versus 8. 5 versus 9 a minute ago before the M4 got killed. So the things are not looking very good for us right now. I've decided I'm going to park in this bush. I'm going to use my camo net and my binoculars to my advantage and see if I can spot anybody coming from the northern side there without getting spotted myself. So it takes 5 seconds after you park for the camo net and binoculars to pop up, and as soon as I do, we spot the enemies. But it seems they have spotted us as well, so we take a shot and get out of there. We didn't manage to connect with anything, but that's fine. And we actually lost about a third of our health points there, which kind of sucks. But we're going to see if we can put a few into this IS now, who is showing us his nice juicy side. Penetration on the E25 isn't that great, but luckily it gets preferred matchmaker, so it doesn't, unless you're in a platoon, ever see above tier 8 vehicles, which is great. In this case, we're only with tier 7s, so that's even better. Now, the T29 here, I am sitting inside of a bush, so if I fire, I will probably be spotted. I decided it was worth the risk. Fired that shot with T29, bounced that one off the IS, tried to get out of there, and okay, we managed to get out of there in time. Didn't take that hit. I don't want to take any more hits than I have to. This thing doesn't have very many health points. If you can't use camo to your advantage in this thing, then you're probably pretty much dead. Camo or speed, that's pretty much all it has. That was a double tap there. One of our allies managed to hit him at the same time that I did, and picked up the kill. Now, shooting at the side of the AT-7 on a lot of those British tank destroyers is a iffy situation, and I know that AT-7 has a pretty good rate of fire as well, so I'm not going to get into a rate of fire battle with him, because he is more likely to penetrate me than I am to penetrate him, since I have to hit that hatch on top in order to get through him. Those things are like fortresses on wheels. Artillery is firing at me again. I'm going to put a couple into the IS here. Managed to find a weak spot and fire one more and back out of there. I might have been able to put another one into him and killed him before he fired the next one, but if that next one had bounced or not penetrated or missed at all, then he would have been able to hit me like he just did there anyway. So maybe I should have just sat there and split the difference, and I probably could have put a couple more shots into him before he reloaded there as well. But I don't really know the IS's reload time that well, and I was getting pretty nervous at this point in the game, thinking, oh god, we're going to lose, just a matter of time. But we are slowly bringing things back to even out the odds. There's the AT-2. And there's the IS. Maybe I can put a shot into one of those guys. Take out at least one of them. Oh, and I did move over quite enough. I'm probably spotted by the AT-7. He's making me very nervous. Oh, and luckily our team cleans it up. Now the odds have turned. Now it's 5 versus 4. We are finally winning again. There's a tier 5 tank destroyer. Let's see if we can clean him up. There's one shot. 2 shots, and poor guy. He's only a 3-shot kill for us. So there he goes. He's out of here. It sounds like the Sugar Meal just got hit by something. I don't know if that was artillery. It sounded like a high explosive shell. It might have been that tank destroyer that I just took out there, or one of the other enemies trying to sneak a high explosive through the German TD's very thin armor. However, I find that even though the armor on those things are pretty thin and on a lot of the German tank destroyers, oftentimes armor piercing is still better. Because if you miss slightly and hit a track, or if it's a side shot and you hit a track, or the gun mantlet or something with a high explosive round, it's only going to do a fraction of the damage. However, if you hit those spots with the armor piercing round, it's still probably going to go through. Oh, we have a Hellcat here. He's a 2-shot kill. The first one is a critical. That's kind of a bummer. Second one tracks him though. That makes up for the first critical. Artillery is shooting at us again, and we finish off the Hellcat. Alright, there goes the most dangerous gun, in my opinion, at this point, although that AT-2 is going to be a very tough nut to crack. And the artillery is still raining down shells on us very regularly. There's the AT. Let's see if we can get a shot at him. He needs to come around that corner. Our AT-7 is trying to deal with him, but our AT-7 is almost dead, so we can't really rely on him. There's a very small hatch on the top of the AT-2 that I'm trying to hit right now, and that is probably the only spot I'm ever going to be able to penetrate from the front of this guy. There we go. Got a lucky shot in there. Finished him off. Now it's 4 versus 1, if you include our artillery. And now it's just a race across the map to see who can get to kill their artillery first. Putting the awesome speed of this E25 to work here is going to make it very tough for any of our allies to get to them before I can. So we're probably going to get the spot on him, but let's see exactly what happens here. Moving up towards him. He's going to be at the back of his base somewhere. No, he's at the front. He must have been trying to peek through the bush and get the spot on our allies coming up behind him. And there we go. And there's Oh, 2,472 damage total short. We are just barely short of our 2490 that we needed to get to complete our mission. Or are we? No, we did manage to complete the mission. We actually had some blind shots there. So with some luck, we managed to complete the mission. And there we go. That was a pretty good battle as well. I had a lot of fun with that one. And again, during most of that battle, I was not worried about the mission the whole time. I was just more worried about winning and completing the mission. I didn't realize until the end and the after battle report, when the mission popped up, the mission completion window popped up, that I had actually got enough damage, anywhere near enough damage, to complete that mission. So thank you everybody for watching. Hope you enjoyed, and I will see you shortly for another one.